Oh my word! Yo, Vanessa, Noelle, you stay beautiful, alright? Because that color. Yo, I like this ain't no magic spell on my heart right now. This is just pure inspirational, just hot smoking ladies from the Black Bulls, and I gotta say, chapter 57 is one of the most goofiest chapters that we've had so far in the series, but boy oh boy, was it fucking hilarious though, because this is the one that we wanted to see. We actually got some story in this one, don't worry guys, but it actually was for the most part the beach episode. I know like what everyone's saying, like, oh, whenever like a beach episode, beach chapter, or any of these spin-offs come out, you know exactly what it's gonna be, you know what everyone's gonna do, but oh my god, I still could not help but laugh it off with these characters and all that. I mean, obviously starting off with a beautiful fucking cover of like Vanessa and fucking Noelle. I mean, Charlie's in the background, but it's like it's all about those girls right there. And then when you just see, I love like just starting off because I could literally picture that as like an OVA, like, or just like actual like story, like saying like, oh yeah, it's the beach, yeah, let's go, everyone's running, Vanessa's whoa, like luck, like Magna, Noelle, like everyone's there, like enjoying themselves, having a blast, and I'm like, yeah, that's what we want to see. It was like the only reason that they're actually here is because this is where the influence of like strong mana is, and it's like this is why it's like a resort and it's always strong, and this is where like the whole temple is. So it's like, oh well, we're kind of here, but fuck it, because it's like Asta's here, like saying like, oh sister, I wish you was here just so I could see you in the swimsuit. He's already bleeding. Everyone's like going nuts. The funniest shit though was when we saw like fucking Magna and Luck, and Magna's like got this loincloth, he's like, yeah, I'm into this, I'm on fire and all that, and fucking he's like getting real pumped, and then Luck sets his ass on fire and he's like running like a fucking maniac going, ah! I was pissing myself throughout this entire chapter. Like, and then you got fucking Gauche over here, of course, like, can't even enjoy the fucking pool without thinking with his little sister. He's like, oh, look, Mary, there's the ocean. And then she's like, oh, look, Asta looks like he's having fun. I want to play with Asta in the ocean. And he's like, yo, die, you little piece of shit. You fucking, and like, of course, Vanessa, there on the Sunday, they're like that, with a big tankard of beer, just like enjoying herself. Charmy's there having her little fucking, oh yeah, hit the watermelon, nearly fucking kills Asta, but like just knocking him clean on the head, and it's just like, well then, that's a fucking situation. I'm like, are we like forgetting someone? And then I was like, I'm glad that the fucking chapter reminded me of it, because I forgot the guy's name, like Gordon, and it was like, that guy, like the guy that's got like the lipstick and everything, and he's like, oh, he's not good with like sunlight, and I'm like, what, is he like some fucking vampire or some shit like that? He's just like, or is he some kind of emo? Like, what's going on with this shit like that? Maybe that could be something, maybe that's like what he specializes, maybe he specializes in night reconnaissance or some shit like that. That would be cool. But it's like, out of everyone that we're seeing like that, I'm glad that we actually got to see a bit like Gray, although we know he just transforms into people, like we knew that from the start. And then also as well, like Gordon's like the only one that we really haven't had time to like spend time with. But Noelle, like that, she is so salty at the bad kiss. She's bringing out the custom-made swimsuit, looking babyish, going tsundere as fuck for like Asta. It's like, it's not that I want to kiss the guy or anything. Instead of Barker, it's Dorkster. Dorkster, like that. I'm like, you know what, this is a fucking thing. And then he just goes, he doesn't care and all that. He's like, oh, I'm embarrassed him to look at me, and it's like, he doesn't care because he's like, yeah, the fucking beach is good for my legs to train and woo. It's like, you ain't on this Kurokano basket shit. You ain't fucking fighting Seiren at the moment. You're having a break. Calm your tits, mate. And out of everyone that is serious out of that, because like out of like Noelle and all that, you know, they're having a fun time and enjoying themselves and everything like that, and she was like, she fucking like trying to hit like a fucking like an ability and all that with a spell, and it just comes out blasting like that and hits Asta, and it's like, oh, you can't control your magic. Like Magnus like losing his shit. He's like, well, this is all I can do with my staff, like flicking the hair like that. I was pissing myself because out of everyone, fucking the one out of all of them, Yami is the one taking this seriously, and Yami seems like the kind of guy that doesn't give a fuck, that he's just there at a bar seeing this shit go down, and he's just like, the kids. Like that, and he's just there like shooting the shit with some with the bartender, and he's like, yeah, give me some info, man, let's see what we got on there. Like, that's how I picture him. And even with that other piece of shit that we had, the one that thought it was better than Asta, and he was there trying to pick up some fucking girls with these two dweebs, and then all he sees is the absolute chaos of everyone fucking trying to kill, set on each other on fire, or anything like that, or Noelle. I was like, just this picture of everyone running, going, Aah! It's like, I was done. I was like, what a way to make the fucking chapter hilarious as fuck, because it's like, that's what I want to see, and it's just like, hey, we're here to look for, magic and stuff like that. It's like, we're supposed to do shit. And then when we, they buries him in the sand, it's like, you do know that we were supposed to, kind of get to the situation. We're pretty much waiting only till midnight, though, for the situation. But it's like, Noelle's the only one that can actually take it there. And it's like, you have to take us there with your water magic. You've got to learn to control it a little bit better. We've got a week, to take care of, the full moon situation. It's like, you've got to surpass your limits. And Noelle, I'm kind of appreciating, that kind of, it turned into a hilarious chapter, and then it turned into, Noelle trying to grow up a little bit, and then it was alongside, you got to see, Asta training, with some interesting stuff at the end. I mean, she was there, she got some pointers from, Vanessa and all that, and it's just, it doesn't work, and I feel like she's gonna have to find it on her own, or have someone teach her that specializes in, water control or anything. And then Asta just comes around, he's got a giant crab on his fucking toe, which, by the way, I've had that on my finger before and all that. That's not fun. The little baby crabs, that's not fun things and all that to have a little pinch against. They're not fun at all, trust. And then the ending of the chapter, as they're like, yeah, let's train together, we get to see some sort of a girl, right there at the moon, that singing, and obviously has some control over these bubbles. So that definitely shows us maybe she has something to do with the actual temple itself. Maybe she's a guardian or something like that. That'd be kind of interesting if that is the case with her. But it's definitely showing that this is the person that's going to teach Noelle to some control, because just oh look, she's got so much control over these bubbles, and I feel like this is going to be a great little development and all that for Noelle. I'm glad that she's kind of getting a love and light, because she didn't really get too much in the last arc. She kind of had one moment, and that was really it. She was just kind of there on the sidelines for the most part. So at least with this one especially, it's now that everyone's getting involved, all the Black Ball members apart from the Gordon guy, it's I'm looking forward to seeing Magna. Magna's needed some love for a while. Vanessa especially has needed some love. Luck. Everyone has needed some love off the Black Ball members, because we've just been getting so much development and so much spending time with the other characters and the other guild members. It's yeah, Yami's a badass, we know that, but it's we need the actual guild members, because this is the thing. It's now that we're reaching a whole year of chapters and all that, I feel especially this is a good time to have a very nice time to build with these characters and start caring for them a lot more, because that's the thing. I want it to be in Fairy Tail, where in Fairy Tail I like a lot of the people in the guild, and I want it to be the same. Yeah, I love the main majority. I mean, Gauch is crusty as fuck, because he's oh, my little sister situation, but I mean, you can't diss Magna, you can't diss Luck on there. Obviously Asta, Noelle, Vanessa, that. I mean, Charmy's there, she's funny as hell, but she's I want a little bit more of her though. Although she definitely wants a bit of that D though, from what we see. For what the chapter was, for the majority of it, and it was oh, we're gonna have a dumb, goofy chapter for the most part, and this is much better than that last one that we had with that piece of shit. With Asta, they're trying to hook up chicks. That was the silliest shit. That was it was that wasn't that fun compared to this one. This one was hilarious. I actually had so much fun with this beat. I thought for something that was just gonna be traditional beat shit, I was oh, this is gonna be the most sloppy, mediocre thing ever. But I ended up having a lot of fun with it, and for the comedy itself, if I was grading it just on the comedy itself, I'd give it an 8.5. I was laughing, I was smiling, this is a great time for these characters to spend stuff, and then it actually last part of the chapter was oh, by the way, there's some important shit, and then Noelle's trying to grow as a character and trying to become a better person and try and control her magic. So I love that. I genuinely love that. There was it wasn't just that forget away chapter where it's you kind of do need to see it. I feel people that are there for Clover just for the seriousness parts of it, it'll be oh, they kind of feel probably a bit put off from this, but I feel Clover works really hand in hand very well with its like goofy nature. Not really comedy, just goofiness to it. And then its action. I feel like it works well because that's just like how the character asked it is in this situation. But I loved it. I think honestly it was like an 8. Like I had so much fun. And then building up some mystery. Obviously this chick is somehow going to maybe give like Noelle either teach her or give her some pointers, and I feel like there's probably going to be more to her then. It's like if this like character just got introduced, so maybe had something to do with the dungeon, could be a rival like, you know, Gilnor from a different like kingdom or something like that. That'd be kind of interesting since we haven't seen a lot more. It'd be nice if we saw Mars again. Like I think Mars would be badass if we saw him again, but there's so much to say in so little time, we'll have to wait and see. But that's all from me. So if you love Clover as much as I do, and remember to pick up that volume that's coming out very soon in a couple of months and all that. Volume 1, I am definitely picking it up, and I might do like a review on it or something. I might do something special with it, you know, bring up a little bit more of the popularity on the Clover. But it's all from me. I've been your host, Savagezweipanda, and I will catch you lovely people and you Clover fans next time.